everybody. It is I, Little Bitty One, here for your week 43 update. I apologize I missed the last 2 weeks. I'll get into that in a second, but I want to jump right into the numbers for week 43. High weight was 270. Surgery day weight was 265. Current weight is 215 even, which means I am down 2.6 pounds since the last time I checked in with you guys. I'm down for a total of 55 for my high weight. My BMI is 36.9, and my I lost the equivalent of from ilostsweat.com is a 5,000 BTU air conditioner. I don't know what size that is. I'm thinking it's probably bigger than what I have in my living room, so it's not bad. So to start off, I really do apologize I wasn't here the last 2 weeks. It's not that I haven't been thinking of you guys or didn't want to post. Unfortunately, like 2.5 weeks ago, I was laid off from my job, which sucked. However, I was already considering actually potentially leaving the city, so it feels a little bit serendipitous. I'll see how things go. I'm starting to apply to jobs in Philadelphia, so if any of you out there are in the Philadelphia area and you know of anybody looking for an event planner, give them my name. So it's been a little bit of a crazy couple of weeks. So I've been getting my resume together, and I had to buy a computer, which you are being, I don't know, whatever, spoken to through my new iMac, which is really exciting. Sorry, my MacBook. So it was my first MacBook purchase, which is really terrifying when you don't have a job to spend like $1,500 on a computer. But I did it, and I think it's great that I did. It's been incredibly useful. I'm excited to start recording on here. Recording on your phone is handy, but it's tough to find a place where you're straight on and whatever. You are looking into my kitchen, which I have to go the other way, which is dark at the moment, but as you can see, I am still not even completely settled in this apartment as is, and I've been here since May. So lots of changes, lots of big things are still kind of happening, and I feel really good about it. I definitely feel like it's an opportunity for me to try new things. I was getting really comfortable at my company. I'd been there for 5 years, so I don't know that I would have necessarily taken this step very quickly or easily on my own. So it does feel really good to be forced to move forward, I guess. But we'll see how things progress, and I will certainly keep you guys as updated as I possibly can. Just trust me, I said the last 2 weeks have been all over the place, trying to say goodbye to everybody at work and make sure my networks are in place and that I'm talking to everybody and letting them know where I'm going or what I'm doing, or that I'm just not at the company anymore and stuff like that. So busy. I worked out with Gary today. One bonus to this has been that I've been able to get into the gym with Gary 3 days a week. I'm walking there and home as much as I can, depending on my schedule, which is great. I'm getting in a ton of steps. I think that's definitely helped keep me on track, because I think it's very easy. I'm at home now. I am trying to get myself on a schedule where I get up and leave the house and go and do things and enjoy that I have a little bit of time to myself and I can explore my city when everybody else is at work. But so far it's just been so busy that I haven't exactly done that. So, but the walking has helped to keep me from like eating a bunch of junk, stress eating, that sort of thing. Even if I do a little bit, I'm walking enough that I'm counteracting it, which is good. But I am trying really hard to stick as close to what I should be eating as possible, sticking with my vitamins and things like that. I did have my blood work done at my last surgeon's appointment, my follow-up, and everything is perfect. All my levels are right in the middle, right where they need to be. My iron is a little bit low, which is pretty common for us, not a big deal, but definitely something that I noticed. So if you guys have a suggestion for a vitamin you take that has, a lot of iron in it, or whatever that seems to work for you, please let me know. I know that the Flintstones tablets I can get them with iron, but they were so god-awful sweet. And I just don't eat sweets like that anymore, and it just was too much. It made me feel nauseated. So if you have something else that works, actually, I use gummies for some of my vitamins, and they're fine. They don't bother me at all. I don't know why the Flintstones ones just were not working for me. So if you have any suggestions for that, I would very, very much appreciate it. I had a different doctor's appointment today. So I go to a wellness center. It's how I get to work out with Gary. And I see a chiropractor, and they have massage therapists there. They have acupuncturists, they have nutritionists, they've got the whole gamut, all kinds of stuff, which is great. So I had a follow-up with one of the doctors today. I'd never met with him before, but it was just like following up on my care plan, making sure that we're getting everything in that we need. We were talking about my weight loss surgery, everything I've been doing, how great it had been. I talked last time about how I was convinced that my lower stomach was just not budging, that it wasn't getting smaller, and I was so frustrated by it. And then I took my status photos and realized Gary knows what he's doing, and I should shut up about it and just keep working out because it's working. So I was telling him, yeah, these services are really helping and everything's great. And he asked me how much weight have I lost? And I said 55 pounds as of this morning. He was completely blown away by this. And it's funny to me because as you watch like 1 pound at a time tick off, and you know that you've gone through like an 8 or 10 week stall where you didn't lose anything at all, and you watch these other YouTube videos of people losing weight, 4 pounds a week or whatever, and you're not losing that. It is so easy to not, even with the measurements, and even with the scale, and even with ilostsweat.com, and even with the photos and everything else, it's so easy to not realize how far you've come, or not realize how big that progress is. And it's really important to give yourself credit for it because it's huge. It's a really big deal. But when I told him, he was so incredulous. He just kept looking at me and like repeating the number, and he was like, "That's insane! Like that's so great that you've done that much." It just made me feel really good. It was, it's just, 55 pounds is a ton of weight. That's a ton of weight. People work for years to lose that much weight. I've lost it in not quite 10 months. And it's not as much as some people, but it's still pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with it. So, I don't know, it just made me feel good. It kind of motivated me, which was good that it did, because then I went in and worked out with Gary, and I'm pretty sure he was trying to kill me today. I don't know what, not sure what I did to upset Gary, but he took it out on me pretty hard today. So I'm going back in tomorrow. I feel like I should have told him that at the beginning of the workout. Maybe it would have gotten a little easier on me. Anyway, it was a good workout today. Also, this past weekend, I started going through my closet again. I'm finding that doing this every couple of months, so it's kind of every 10-ish, 15 pounds, is a good idea for me to go through my closet. First of all, I get rid of things that I'm never going to wear, that maybe I thought I would before, but now I'm looking at them again and thinking, like, that's going to sit in this closet and take up my tiny amount of storage space, and there's no reason for it. But also, like, stuff that did not fit me last month that I was like, oh, I need to lose like another 10 or 15 pounds. It fits me now. That is awesome. My wardrobe has grown. I have a whole shelf of clothes for the fall that's all set to go. Everything fits me pretty well right now. Some stuff's a little bit on the tighter side, so that means that once fall gets here, it's going to be perfect. It's a lot of fun. I'm glad that I kept everything that I kept from the last time I lost weight, because I'm using a ton of it again. It is certainly cutting down on my shopping budget, although not that much because my feet are shrinking, and I really like shoes, so maybe some of my clothing budget is just being pumped into shoes. It's fine. Just treat myself. Anyway, I think that's it for this week, guys. Let's see here. What do I have going on? Not working. Applying to jobs, walking around the city. I have a wedding this weekend. It's a long weekend. Very exciting. Enjoy yourselves. Eat your little quarter of a burger off the grill. Or just eat the patty. And don't eat the bun, and then you can eat more of the protein. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Maybe by this time next week I will have an interview. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a really good week. I hope you enjoy your end of summer picnics and fiestas and whatever you've got going on. I hope you have a productive week, and I will talk to you guys next Tuesday. Bye, guys.